Okay, welcome to math. Triangles. Tri. What does that mean? Well, that means three. Like a tricycle means three wheels. Triangles means three angles. Now, if you notice, we have a kind of a weird looking word here. It's Greek. It's called isosceles. Isosceles. Okay? Now, if you notice the way I spelled the word isosceles, there should be one word, this word I. Think of that. How many eyes do you have? How many eyes in your head do you have? Well, you're probably saying, I've got two eyes, right? I've got one here, two here, right? Okay, I like it. So, think of two eyes, the triangle, two sides that are the same. So let's say this is 3 centimeters on this side. This would be 3 centimeters on this side. Two sides are the same. Well, then that would mean that two of them are the same. Even if one of them's on the bottom, it could be turned in any direction. As long as you have two sides that are the same. Okay, this side and this side. This side is supposed to be the same as this side. Okay, so you guys got that? Two eyes, isosceles, two sides. It's called scalene. Now, what do you think when you think of scalene? Is there any word that sounds like scalene? Scale. What's a scale? When I step on the scale in the morning and it tells me my weight, it tells me 182. But at night, when I step on it, guess what? It might say 180. And then the next time I step on it, it might say 184. Now, do you notice every time I step on the scale, I get a different number? So think of scalene triangles as a triangle with different sides. This is a scalene triangle. Why? Because one side is 3 centimeters, the other side is 4 centimeters, and the other side is 5. Remember, every time I step on the scale, I get a different number. When you look at a scalene triangle, you have 3 different numbers, 3 different sides. So scalene triangle means a triangle with 3 different sized sides. Now, an equilateral triangle, what word do we see in there? Well, we see the word equal. Equal means that if we have one that is 3, this one's also 3 centimeters, and the bottom one is 3 centimeters. All the sides are equal, or equal-sided. That's what equilateral. Remember, the word lateral means sides. So equilateral is equal sides, equal-sided. So we have 3 centimeters here, 3 centimeters on this side, and 3 centimeters on this side. So as you can tell, we have an equilateral triangle. They're all the same, equilateral. Now, a right triangle, when it says right, what does that mean? It's not wrong? No. It means that there's a box here. What does that box mean? From our past lessons, you should be saying 90 degrees. And that's what the right triangle is. It has a 90, let's say that this is 2 centimeters on this side. Let's say this is 4 centimeters on this side. And then our last number could be 5 centimeters. What kind of right triangle is this? Well, do we see all the same numbers on each side? No. Okay. Do we see two numbers that are the same on each side? No. This is what type of right triangle? The scalene right triangle. Remember, when we step on the scale, we get different numbers, and we get different numbers on the three sides. Okay, so it's a scalene right triangle. Okay, now we have an acute triangle. What does acute triangle mean? Well, remember, acute means that it is smaller than 90 degrees. So all the angles are smaller than 90 degrees. We have an 80 here, we have a 60 here, and we have a 40 here. Okay, so they add up to be how much? They all add up to be 180 degrees. And remember, all triangles have to add up to be 180 degrees. None of them are larger than a 90. Could our acute triangle be a different type? It could be. It could be if we had all the same sides. What if I said two of the sides were the same length? Well, if the two of the sides are the same length, then it would be an isosceles acute triangle. If all the sides were different sizes, then it would be a scalene acute triangle. So as you can see, we can have a right triangle in different types. The acute triangle, we could have an isosceles, or we could have a scalene triangle that is an acute triangle. Now we can have acute triangles in different types of triangles as well. Let's talk about the last one. I'll bet you could guess what it is. I'll bet you some of you guessed it's the obtuse triangle. What does obtuse mean? Well, obtuse means that one of the angles is going to be larger than the 90 degree. This part of it is definitely bigger than 90, isn't it? So let's say that this is 120 degrees. These two down here are going to have to, all three of them are going to have to equal how much? So we've got 120 degrees plus one of these degrees plus the other degree, and it has to equal what? 180 degrees, right? 30 degrees. What's the last? Well, the last one would have to be 30 degrees as well, right? 30 plus 30 is 60, plus 120 would be 180, right? One of the angles have to be bigger than 90 degrees. Let's try a couple of them and see if you can figure out what they are, okay? Okay, let's see if you can identify these three different types of triangles. Okay, see if you can write out what they are. Well, this one has a 3 here and a 3 here, and a 2.5 here. What do you think that is? If you said it was isosceles because I have two of the same sides, good job. So it's isosceles, and what kind is it? Is it acute? Is it a right triangle, or is it obtuse? If you said acute, good job. Why? Because there's nothing larger than 90 degrees there, is there? No. Good work. Let's go to this one down here. There's a 3, there's a 4, there's a 5. What's that? Well, Mr. McGuire, that's a, what type? Scalene. Good job. Okay, besides being a scalene triangle, what else is it? Well, it looks like this is larger than what? More than 90 degrees. So let's say it's 100 degrees. Then what? Well, that makes it, yes, obtuse. It's an obtuse triangle, right? So it's an obtuse scalene triangle. Good work. Let's go to the next one. Hey, that's familiar, isn't it? What does that mean? Ah, you guys said it. It's a right angle. Good work. And what kind of right angle? Well, it has a 4, a 3, and a 5. What does that mean? That means it's like stepping on the scale. We get different numbers every time we step on the scale. So scale means scalene. Good job. So this is a scalene right triangle. Good work. Okay, so do you see how that kind of works like that? We didn't have, well, if I did one that looked like this, and I said this is 3, 3, and 3, what's that? Yeah, it's an equilateral triangle. Good job. Now what else? Is it obtuse? Is it right? Nope, it's acute. Good job. So, see how that all works? You guys are getting it. Well, keep trying. I love math.